So you've probably said from time to time, like, I'm in two minds or I'm of two minds about a certain decision. But did you know that's actually more true than you realize? If you look at the most recent discoveries in terms of neuroscience, the way our brains process information and arrive at conclusions, we actually have two very different minds that are operating at any given moment. And the two names I give to these minds are our inquiring mind and our instinctive mind. So just to unpack these, the inquiring mind is the bit at the front of your brain. It is the logical, rational, linear part of our brain. It's the most recently developed part of our brain from an evolutionary standpoint. And the other part of our brain, the instinctive mind, is often related to the limbic system. At the top of the brain stem, it's the sort of the more ancient part of our brain. It's far more impulsive, far more reactionary. It's to do with like our fight and flight response, but it's also really tied into how we process emotion. Now, here's why this matters. Most of us think that our thinking, our decision making is actually done by the logical part of our brain, and yet research shows that very little of that actually happens. In fact, only 5 to 10% of our decisions are made by our inquiring mind. That's according to Zoe Chance, who's based at Yale. In comparison, 90 to 95% of the decisions we make, the thinking we do, happens in our instinctive mind. And so it's important we understand how that instinctive mind works, because if we're going to change people's minds, hey, first question we're going to ask is, which mind are you trying to change? Stay tuned for more tips from my latest book, Mind Stuck.